When we look around our classroom, we see many things. Many of these things, like window, doors, and blackboards, do not move. They are called stationary objects, or we can say these objects are at rest. On the other hand, we see a man walking on a road, a girl playing in a playground, a bus moving on a road, and the oscillating pendulum of a wall clock. These are the examples of objects in motion. The objects in motion keep changing their position continuously. So, a body is said to be at rest if its position remains constant with respect to the stationary objects in its surroundings, while a body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to the stationary object in its surrounding. Further, the concept of motion and rest are interrelated. That is, rest and motion are relative terms. Let's see by a simple example. Here, a mother is pushing the stroller on the road. Here, the mother is in motion with respect to the road. The stroller is in motion with respect to the road. The baby is in motion with respect to the road. However, the baby is at rest with respect to the pram. Also, the tree is at rest with respect to the road. In class 6th, you have learned different types of motions like rectilinear motion, circular motion, rotational motion, and periodic motion. Okay, so what is rectilinear motion? If you see the first figure, car moving on a straight line, okay, or an object which moves along a straight line is said to be a rectilinear motion. So here the car is in rectilinear motion. Periodic motion. A motion that repeats itself after regular interval of time is called periodic motion. Here, the motion of the pendulum, it is of course to and fro, where you can say that it is in the oscillatory motion. Also, it repeats this motion after equal interval of time. So, it is said to be in the periodic motion also. Circular motion. The object which moves along along the circular path is said to be in the circular motion. For example, here you can see the blue point is moving on a circular path. So this motion of the blue point is a circular motion. Many a times, more than one type of motion can be seen in an object. Such objects show multiple motions. A few examples of multiple motions are here, as you can see, the motion of a bicycle. The wheels of a bicycle show rotational motion. The pendle of the bicycle also show rotational motion. The bicycle as a whole shows translatory motion. Further, you can add many examples where you can see multiple motion. For example, motion of the earth around the sun. The earth shows rotational motion. The rotation is also periodic, right? Drawing of water from a well using a pulley. The pulley rotates while the Bucket of water moves straight up, which is nothing but translatory motion. Moving of a swinging pendulum, as we know, it shows both periodic and oscillatory motion. When you go to school by bicycle, it takes a long time. But when you go to school by school bus, it takes much lesser time. You say that a bus moves fast, whereas a bicycle moves slow. An object which takes a longer time to cover a certain distance is said to be slow, whereas an object which takes a shorter time to cover the same distance is said to be fast. Even the same object may move fast at one time and slow at another time. A bus may move slowly on a busy road and faster on an empty road. You can find out whether an object is slow or fast by knowing its speed. Okay, here I have given you an example. If a car covers a distance of 100 kilometers in 1 hour and a bus covers a distance of 50 kilometers in 1 hour, then the speed of the car is more than the speed of the bus. Right? You can easily make it out. But what I said, that you can find out whether an object is slow or fast by knowing its speed. So this speed depends upon the distance travelled and the time taken by the car to cover the distance.